For today's project, we're going to be just using a little strip of stabilizer, and we're going to be adding a name onto this hat right here. This is a little chef's hat, little gift giving. Just going to add someone's name right here on the front of it. Chose a simple font. You guys will see it when it stitches out. But the most important thing is, somebody did ask me, is it possible to use I guess not a full sheet of stabilizer? Now, if you're asking me that question, I definitely recommend you use a full sheet of stabilizer for this. But with my machine, if you go ahead and press the hoop right here and the trace button, the most important thing is we want to make sure that red button or that red dot is showing on where it's getting ready to stitch out. As long as there is, you know, a trace right there, then we're good. Y'all see it landing where it needs to land. So we're going to start off with our placement stitch, and then we're going to go ahead and tack our material down, which is the actual hat itself, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Something else I did on this one is I actually spaced out the stitches like a lot further than what I normally would, because I don't really need them to tack down and stay down. I'm going to be tacking this down, but I'm going to be removing it in just a moment. So let's see if you guys will notice the difference. You might be able to see how far those stitches are apart as well, which will make it easier to cut when it's time to remove them. And this is a little tricky hooping right here. I do have another method to do this, but I'm going to see if I can get it to work in this hoop. I went ahead and just put some adhesive on the corners to go ahead and tack it down, and now I'm going to do my tack down stitch to actually lock it in with that rectangle before we put the final stitch in there. Let's see. Alright guys, I kind of caught the end because I had to kind of hold it a little bit, but it looks like we got it on there, and now we should be able to go ahead and add the name. It looks like it is a straight line going across, so we should be good. I actually have it stitching at like the slowest speed possible right now, just to be sure that everything goes according to plan. It does look nice though. A couple things I might need to trim there at the ends, but yeah, everything is still holding. But I'm just nervous because, you know, with this type of stitch, I guess you would call this a basting stitch, even though it's the same as like a tack down. It's just a lot looser because I do not plan on keeping this rectangle in the design. As soon as it's done stitching, I'm going to remove it, and it was just literally a placeholder. So I can speed it up if I want to, but I think I'll let it just go and do its thing right now. Alright, got it going just a little bit faster now. Everything's looking good. This is what the stitch out looks like. Let's go ahead and remove it from the hoop and clear off those tack down stitches. So here we are. It's kind of hard to capture this part by hand, but what I'm doing is just putting the snips underneath the bottom side of the bobbin thread and go ahead and cut it. And now we should be able to just flip it over and kind of pull these stitches out by hand. And here it is, guys, all cut out. Basting stitches have been removed. You can't even tell they were there. That's the plus side to doing it correctly. If you put too many stitches, chances are you're going to snip some. But I spread them out pretty far, so you can't even tell that they were there. Font came out good. Everything looks nice. Bottom side's kind of clean a little bit. Remove the extra stabilizer, but you do want to keep some. As they say, if you wear it, don't tear it. So we do have some cutaway in there. There it is, man. Cheers to the chef. And here's the design already repackaged with some customization on it. Chef Amaya. Dinner about to be served, man. Hope you like it.